Hey, hello, Ohana. It's Johnny Bokobo, co-founder of Ohana Strong Transformations, coming at you with today's Live 360, inviting you to join me in today's conversation. Oh shit, my badge! And by the end of our conversation, leave you with an insight that you can install into your life to help you level up and live 360 degrees of success. Boom! Oh shit, my badge! This was the text I got from my wife, not 5 minutes after I dropped her off at the hospital for work for her shift. Which then became this rapid fire conversation, machine gun style, of hate to bother you, but would you mind going home, getting my badge, and then bringing it back? I'm like, well, yeah, of course, because how the fuck else are you gonna work? But it altered my plans for the morning, because my plan was to go back home, have some silence, and complete some of my journaling before I stepped into my morning workout. But then this happened, like happens for a lot of us. Shit comes sideways. And so I had to, in the moment, readjust my plan, which found myself using part 3 of the balance formula, action. All right? Action, we know, is 3 pieces: plan, prioritize, and process. So in that moment, I was like, okay, I started to plan out how I was going to do this, like on the fly. What needed to happen? I need to get home safely without getting into accidents, without getting a ticket. Then I had to get into our house, go to the tray where our keys is, get her badge, walk back down, get in the car, and drive back to the hospital, not getting into an accident and not getting a speeding ticket. And so the second part of that, prioritize, was cut out any shit that doesn't matter to achieving what I need to achieve in the moment. And so that meant the notion of me sitting down and journaling, cut that out. That meant the notion of me stopping to get a coffee, cut that out. Anything, it's just like beeline from A to B, just do that. Cut out all the other shit. The final piece is process. Process means simply go through the plan, the steps of the plan that you put together until that shit is done. And guess what? Mission accomplished. I showed up at about 7:20, I think, when I got there. And here's her badge. My wife's shift starts about 7:30. But like, this was, I was just laughing about the whole situation. I was like, okay, I'm being told to adjust. This is a test in adjusting my shit and not losing my shit. But like, this happens a lot for us, right? It happens a lot for you, where you're headed down a path and then wham! Some shit comes to you from nowhere, and then all of a sudden you have to readjust, right? But if you don't readjust, you're involved in fuckery, and it just blows your entire day. And if I didn't make that readjustment, then I would have been in fuckery and pissed off, right? But like, for you, where has that happened recently? Maybe you were at the gym and like you were going right to this machine, or you had your shit set up. Especially if it's like a squat rack, you had your shit set up and some motherfucker comes in and swipes your shit and jumps in on the rack, and you're like, oh, and they fuck with your settings and all the height and all that shit. It's fucked. And then you're sitting there pissed. Right? Is that a, oh shit, my badge moment? What is the new plan? How do I course correct and plan, prioritize, and process? Just one scenario where that could occur for you. And so, the insight that I want to share with you that came from this whole experience this morning is simply this: narrow your focus so only one thing matters in the moment. Narrow your focus so only one thing matters in the moment. Now, to help you install this insight into your life, let me ask you this: where do you know you must narrow your focus so that you can show up and deliver the badge, deliver the prize? Second piece of this is this: once you narrow your focus, here we go, here's the question: what is the one thing that matters in that moment? What is the one thing that matters in the moment? All right, Ohana, you got the story about, oh shit, my badge. Most importantly, you also have the insight to install into your life to help you level up and live 360 degrees of success. Now, if you dug today's story and the way we linked that up to the balance formula, because clearly I was headed down a path for imbalance if I didn't go through this. But you find yourself on the daily maybe experiencing a lot of experiences like this that throw your balance off. If that is something that is just like, oh yeah, I'm experiencing a lot of that, well, here's what I want you to do next. Head on over to live360challenge.com. I have a couple spots left for you to step into an experience with me for 30 days with your spouse, where I will lead you through installing the balance formula into your life so you can level up and live 360. You know what to do. Go apply for your spot. Much love. Aloha.